Hello and welcome to Talladega, site to the season finale after 3 long years of computer failures and other delays. But we are here at Talladega finally with the Final Four, and join me, the voice of the D&Q races, Stephen Pod III.
Well, I'm back after a few season hiatus, and I'm glad to be back.
So for those that did not see qualifying, Alex Perkle and Sam Young will make up row number one. Levi McIntire, one of the Final Four chasers, will make up start outside row two alongside Max Newworth. Gene Sanford and Henry Sanford make up row three, even though we don't get to see the 55. Amy Shelly and Ish Taylor make up row number four, and Kyle Collins and Sky Commons in row number five. Here's the rest of the starting grid. The scenario's pretty simple. It's the win and in chase. The four drivers come in tied. So the four drivers contending for the driver's chase that we'll be following: Levi McIntire, Amy Shelly, Kris Wascher, and Eric Enrage. You'll be able to tell them apart by the all red schemes. And then the four drivers, or the four car numbers, I should say, that are fighting out for the owner's title. Those are the 89, the 45, the 33, and the 29. There's the final row. You see Eric Enrage back there. As we've got a couple seconds here before the command, we'll get the command and then we'll go to your words or thoughts here for the race, Stephen.
Go my thoughts now with the command.
Well, there's the command, so go ahead and give the thoughts now as the field gets
It's gonna
rolling.
be wait, what?
I said as the field gets rolling here.
It's gonna be a crazy 29 laps. I'm thinking out of the five, what's it? Rage, Washer, Jesus, and Levi. I'm gonna go with Washer. I believe Washer won one of the was either Bristol or Thornton, so he has good instincts to survive in one of these races. But it's gonna come down to teammates too. Now somehow Louvier in the 25 made the race, so he's got two teammates for Washer. Levi's got some of the Roush guys, and that's a miracle because they usually D&Q every race. And Amy has no teammates, but she
Well,
does
she's got
have
the Shellys.
Tom and Mary, so that will help out Amy. It's all about the help you're going to get. And who else? And Rage, he's got some of his RCR guys, so it's all going to be about the alliance and who do you work with to help your teammate win the championship, or you betray them going into next year.
Yeah, most of these guys actually not returning to these same rides either. Amy Shelley's swapping over to the 12 Penske car next season. Levi's sticking with the 99. Tom Shelley's sticking with the Petty 45 there. You, Steven, you're switching over teams as well, going from the 33 to the 23, fighting out for the owner's title. Enrage still up in the air, and same for Kris Wascher. No plans yet for next season. So interesting there on that, and we'll have to see how that goes. What would be your prediction for race winner and our champions?
It's going to be experience, I think. I'm going to have to say it's going to be. I can't pick a winner. It's Talladega. It's way too hard. But I will say it will be somebody in the back half of the field. I think maybe Washer might get up there. Maybe Curtis in his last race. Champion, I'm going to go with Jesus. And owner champion, Jesus too.
Going with the 89 for both. Hey, I mean, they're coming off the win last weekend, trying to go two in a row, maybe.
Yep. And Morgan Shepherd will have enough funding to run Xfinity next year.
Wouldn't you be glad about that one?
Well,
Pa-
it's actually Bush. My bad.
Either way, pace cars pulled off, field under control. The DEI Chevy for Alex Perkle. As they come through the tri-oval, we saw last season on Talladega that they were able to go four wide at one point to get there. Green flag's out. We're underway for 29 laps here at Talladega.
Now you see Levi jump to start, but I don't know if that's legal on the first lap.
Well, I mean, he's passing to the high side. I'm not sure how well that's going to go for him. Anyway, hello, four wide already.
I think the 30 went below the yellow line right there.
Either way, it's Amy Shelly on the outside of four wide, and that is definitely not where she wanted to be on lap one.
Jesus is going to take the wheel because you're exactly
Oh,
right.
trouble!
Levi does not work. Oh no!
And two of the owner's title fighters.
Oh no!
And flipping Kyle Collins.
Man, I'm just jinxed her so bad.
Oh my.
Charles Jackson flipping too. Man, looks like Zorline got a piece of it.
Eric Enrage was in the vicinity. Kris Wascher looks to be okay. And as the field comes back to the line, it is Max Newworth leading.
All right, the end is really nigh.
And now we'll watch to make sure that the field doesn't stack up here underneath the yellow, but that is confirmed right there. Levi McIntire was ahead of the wreck. He's safe for now.
Well, I'm going to say Charles must have put the 2002 Aaron's 312 I in this race so far.
Oh boy. I figured that line was going to come in there somewhere. Let's see. Oh boy, this is going to be bad. This is going to be bad. Washer! Oh, that was close. I think we got away with that one. Oh, and Enrage, maybe he's going to get hit from behind. Guess not.
Man, Charles did not get his brakes market this season.
So look at who's involved. Kyle Collins, Charles Jackson, Ashley Brock, Preston Plord.
Yeah, Plord's destroyed.
Amy Shelly with damage. Mary Shelly as well. Going to continue on with that 38 next season, so not the run they would have liked to. Ash Curtis in one of his rare races this season, also damaged. Nelson with heavy rear end damage to the 22. Looks like Kazuyoshi's got damage in the 59 car as well. And a few drivers are going to take advantage and pit underneath this caution. Let's see if that can help them later on. Let's go ahead and take a look back at what happened. And we're back trying to look at what happened here with the 89 of Amy Shelly. Looks like Kyle Collins, Ash Curtis going to be where this starts. Yep, leaning on each other and just nowhere for Amy Shelly to go. Allie Nelson gets collected. There's Stephen Paul III, Charles Jackson, Ashley Brock involved.
Side drafting in 2006 does not work.
Jay Stella gets a piece of it in the 01 car. I see that up there. Kyle Matthews works through. Preston Plord's the one that's going to send the 32 up and over.
Yeah, the 33 and the 89 got most of their damage from hitting that inside wall that pops out.
Zorline, Chris Louvier, Momo Akari involved. Jeff James, the Aaron's Ford is around. There's Eric Enrage driving through it. I might have to take an onboard with this. Oh, really going to have to take an onboard with this. I want to know if he actually hit the 32.
I didn't see any damage on the 04 car. He must have hit something because right now it looks pretty clean.
He actually hit the 32.
Oh.
Yeah, so look back at this one right here. You can see it right there. Collins just spinning, trying to hold the brake, hope no one hits him, and right there in the driver's door for Preston Plord.
Well, that's the second hard hit in the last 3 weeks with some drivers here.
Will Lewis also involved in the 6 car.
Tough break for Will Lewis. He actually makes the race and gets taken out on lap 1.
Axel Casello weaved his way through. With that, let's go ahead and take a couple onboards here with 29 and the 89.
And the 9 hit me.
Onboard Eric Enrage.
I mean, he was playing it smart, and he just...
Gonna work his way through here. Does he hit the 32? I think he's good.
Yes, sir.
And finally, onboard Amy Shelly. Just wrong place, wrong time.
The Jesus onboard camera.
I've been going with Dodge onboard camera.
Collects the 33, and the spotter's like, oh crap, we just lost the championship.
Not over yet. You never know what might happen. Let's go ahead and get back to the restart. Hello, welcome back, and we're on lap number 5 right now. We'll have 5 laps complete when they get the green flag. Max Newworth is the leader over Ish Taylor, Sky Commons, Alex Perkle, Gene Sanford, Steve Pollard, Sam Young, Tom Shelley, Eric Powers, Levi McIntire. Henry Sanford is in 11th, looking for the other chasers. Kris Wascher is in 17th. Eric Enrage is in 21st. Had a little bit of stack up back here, I guess. Amy Shelly is in 35th, but still running. The retirees after that one, Preston Plord, Ashley Brock, Kyle Collins, Stephen Paul III, Charles Jackson, and Momo Akari. So the owner's title fight for the 33 will end right here.
And no, we will not pull a Richmond Season 1.
Unless commentary from Steven is not getting recorded. Having to do experimental things here with recording.
We'll figure it out in the 2007 season.
Yep, basically. So if you're just hearing me talk, that's probably, it just means that he's he's there but not able to be heard, I guess. Where pace car pulls off, and Max Newirth in the unfamiliar area of leading a Coke Vanilla Cup Series race. Green flag is back out.
Everybody's swinging to the outside, which now is legal. You can pass on the right on the restart after the initial start.
One of them is Tom Shelley, one of the 3 drivers still in contention for the owner's title right now with the people running. Eric Enrage was going to the apron almost.
Well, played it smart on lap 1. Did not really play it smart on that restart.
Well, I mean, they're single file now. Why not, right?
Yeah, we really have the Gen 6 racing going on here.
Levi McIntire, though, still currently the leader among the 4 chasers. And Newirth actually doing a good job at leading. How about
Now,
this?
Another mention is that the track is repaved. This is not the old Talladega, so it has a lot of grip, so you can really full throttle around here. So it's all about car control and handling.
Well, except for the inside going into 3. We've seen drivers have a bit of a problem trying to stay in the throttle going into in that situation.
Well, if you just got to pull a Days of Thunder and go on the outside.
Levi McIntire deciding to almost make it 4 wide. Tom Shelley's are getting by it. Perkle, our pole sitter, though, to the middle.
It's going to be a wreck. Gene Sanford is going to way up high, and 31's going to force it.
Looks like we're staying strong right now. Kris Wascher there on that inside now.
Ooh, Washer up
almost
in the door.
Whoa. Okay, sorry. Stupid mouse.
Okay, that's why it froze on me. I'm not.
Yeah, no, for some reason the mouse like clicked out of it even though it's still on the window.
I'm glad I'm not going crazy. And Max Newirth, I don't know if they put nitrous in that thing or if that mower is pulling a car along, but he's doing really good right now.
Come on, he's had one good thing happen all season, this is that, and you're gonna call him cheating.
Well, he's DQ'd over 20 races this year.
No, well, yeah, I can't argue with that. He's made 13, or this would be 15 races now. Kyle Matthews, final race in the 09 before going over to Hendrick, deciding he wants to go out on top.
Now Levi, trying to make that move on Newirth, he's going to be stuck in that outside, so I wonder, and there's Washer on the bottom, so that's the battle for the championship.
Yeah, that will be if he can get up there. Eric Enrage also deciding to use that top line. In that 29 car. Good time here to look at the back. Jeff James off the pace. Ash Curtis, Mary Shelley, Amy Shelly, Allie Nelson all back here.
Well, this is what Amy and the 89 wants to see, the top 3 on the championship running together. So if they wreck and she doesn't plow into the wreck, she will win the championship. So that's all that she wants to see.
Still running, still has a shot. It's the beauty of it.
It could be on the last lap too.
And Kris Wascher has grabbed that top spot from Levi McIntire now.
Now, I kind of expected Washer. I kind of picked Amy because she did win last, but Washer did win Bristol. I think he went Thornton, and he knows how to survive.
Well, interesting to note this. If there was no chase, Kris Wascher would come into this race as the points leader. So he does have that going for him. He's had the most consistent car all season long.
And he's the only Hendrick car that's in the top 35 in points.
That's true. Either way, right now in third, now gonna, or at least gonna fall back to third, is Eric Powers takes the second spot. Tom Shelley's still up here as well, looking for the owner's title. I believe the 5 and the 99 are actually not in contention for that. Right now, Eric Enrage, the 29 car, would be the owner's title champion. So, worth mentioning that as well, because like I said, 5 and the 99 not in contention for the owner's title. 5 was actually in it but eliminated in one of the other rounds.
No, all the championship contenders are in that middle group, worth the mention. So if they get swept up in a wreck, all 3 of them are going up together.
Yeah, if something happens, it's going to be big right now. Or at least right now, because Washer would be in front of it, I think. But McIntire and Rage would be right in the middle of it. Top 4, single file. The battle is for 5th between Washer and Casella. And there's the 3 wide between Curtis, Commons, and Matthews. And there's that checkup I was talking about with that inside line. This series actually had the least amount of the checkup on that inside line going into 3 out of the 3, in all honesty.
Yeah. But now everybody falling back in the championship contenders. Washer is pulling away from that front pack, just the back pack a little bit, so he's doing pretty good.
Yeah, and making a move for 4th there on the 90. So he's going to move up even one more spot. Trying to make sure that he doesn't just luck into it. He's trying to drive his way into it. And making moves again, now going for 3rd. Basically no help.
Yeah, if he's got a strong car, if he can win the race in the championship, that would be pretty cool to see him do that.
It'd be the 2nd win on the season for Kris Wascher. The only other win being that Bristol win. He pointed his way into the chase.
Yep.
I do kind of expect there to be a pit stop in this race. I just don't know when. That's the thing. I do expect there to be one of those, as Kris Wascher making a move again, going for 2nd now.
He's going to crush Max Norris's dreams.
I'm impressed by what Kris Wascher's doing. This is pretty impressive. He's just literally doing it all and getting a run, and I see Jeff James's car.
Uh-oh, now that's going to cause a stack up right there. And I think that 5 car is going to come take the lead in a few seconds.
And he is. He's going for it. I don't think he's going to be there enough. Kris Wascher's going to hang it in there.
Man, Max has got such a strong car. I cannot believe those words just uttered out of my mouth.
As Powers and Perkle almost look to make it 4 wide, as they're going to be side by side to the line. The bonus points don't matter for leading lap. It's literally just solely on who finishes higher. Kris Wascher, though, leads the lap.
And now that 4 car, who was the dominant car early out of that way, I think this leads a lot of gaps so people can make moves. But this might not be good for Washer, playing his cards with 15 laps to go.
Jeff James going 173. The leaders 195 as they go into turn 3.
This is not going to go well.
It's going to hold up Kris Wascher.
Oh, no.
Neuwirth back to the lead.
What? Oh, look at that. What a terrible move by Jeff James.
And now goes back to the bottom and is going to be 3 wide for 3rd. And yeah, this is kind of interesting.
They're not going to make it.
Washer clears, but still the other 2 title contenders in this pack. Steve Pollard deciding it's time to make some moves on that outside line. Gonna kind of get held up.
If they make it off this corner, it would be a damn miracle.
Oh, they're going down the straightaway just fine.
And look at that. I think Eric Enrage and Levi are in that pack, and they're going to lose the draft.
They're still in that pack. 99 and the 29 still on that outside line, no less.
Yeah, Washer's got the championship locked because they're going to lose the draft here.
Meanwhile, up front, Axel Casella going for 3rd position on Kris Wascher. And the top 2 have broken away by 2.5 seconds now because of Jeff James.
But I think there's more lap traffic they're going to catch for the end of this race, so I think it might even out the field.
Next one would be Ash Curtis going 173 as well. Neuwirth right now 194. Plus this pack of cars, the bigger pack, able to go a little bit quicker, 196 as opposed to the 194 for the 2-car tandem. So these guys will catch them. It's just a matter of when.
Yeah, that's the real question. But it's just to see what the speed is. But I don't see Levi or Eric Enrage in this front pack, so they're really far back now.
Let's take a look and find where the 29 is. He's finally gotten around, and they are 24th and 25th respectively is what I would say.
Oh, no, this is a killer. If they go
23rd and 24th, actually.
Have a lot of friends after this race.
There's Jeff James. He's going to block Kazuyoshi, too. And Zorline.
Not a very popular move by Jeff James.
There's Louvier, and there's the 3-car pack, and then Ash Curtis. So, actually, these guys just got up to 196 going into 3, so it might take a little bit longer. Dylan Young was 197 going into 3.
Now we have transitioned to the 2017 to the 1980 version of plate racing.
Getting it all here today. How about that? As Kris Wascher continues to lead the title, we focus on this pack because that's where the battle's at. Kyle Matthews going to go for the 4th position now on Jake Baskinger. If you watch qualifying, you would have known that Jake Baskinger can no longer catch the 30th car in points, which was Kazuyoshi entering the race. Gave it their all, but not going to be able to get to the top 30 in points. So the top 30 as we started today will be the top 30 in points, just we don't know the order. Basically is all we don't know. You know, the actually interesting part, let's take a look at, well, Ash Curtis got lapped. Okay, that happened. I didn't even realize that. Ben Newer's going to be on the middle. It looks like he actually got held up, and Gene Sanford going to get held up this time around by the 78. And now Curtis goes to the middle. Oh boy, 4 wide.
Yeah.
Kris Wascher going to be a loser on this one, and here comes Levi McIntire. McIntire and Enrage back in this thing now. As Wascher clears the lap traffic to the high side. I was just getting ready to look for where was the top owners points contenders.
Man.
And it's actually Tom Shelly now, the 45 car. As Enrage loses out again.
Slowing them down. Washer's in the back of the pack, so this is going to be a battle for the championship in 24th. I can't believe I said that.
Wait till you see where the Hooters Series battle for the title was.
Upside down on the roof with 5 to go.
So Kris Wascher comes across the line in 14th. Tom Shelly for the owner's title right now runs 18th. McIntire 19th now as he passes Sky Commons. And Eric Enrage back in 24th. As Amy Shelly starts to almost lose the 22, they are that group of 3 is the next card that they'll catch. And we've got a battle for the lead. Dylan Young looking for the top spot.
And then the nice paint scheme to see going to the front to the Dale Senior tribute scheme.
So we've got a 7-car lead pack here. Kyle Matthews, Eric Powers, Max Neuwirth, Ben Neuwirth, Jake Baskinger, and Axel Casella in this pack. None of these guys are the chasers, though.
Well, I think the 4 car is going to get the lead. He's had such a strong card today, so I'll be very shocked if he does not hold them off.
And we are under 10 to go. Kris Wascher continues to lead the title fight right now, and in that middle groove. As Levi McIntire trying to make some headway on that bottom line right now. Tom Shelly just cruising because right now he's got no fight for the owner's title right now. 1 car's out of it. The other one's out of this draft. In fact, I can see him barely back there.
Well, I think he's got to be careful. He's in the middle of 3 wide right there. That, you know, even with 5 laps to go, that's not where you want to be, especially if you get pushed to the high side. And there is Levi right there making the move on the 5.
Yep, here we go. This is going to be side by side between the 2 title contenders, and he puts Tom Shelly into the middle.
Now that was huge for the owner's title because I believe it's him, Amy, and somebody else. I don't know. Eric
29, 45, 29, and the 89. Right now, the 45 just kind of can cruise because there's his closest contender for the owner's title is the 29 car. Meanwhile, now Levi back out in front of the title contenders for the driver's title. The Office Depot Ford, most wins on the season out of the Chasers at 2. Not the most wins on the season because that goes to Sam Curtis. And Kris Wascher continues to fall back now outside of 4 wide.
That's not where Wascher wants to be.
And almost in the wall going into turn 1. Gonna check with the leaders real quick, see what their progress is on catching the lap traffic. Going 185, and the difference this time, it's gonna be 3 cars as opposed to 1, and Jeff James is just exiting 4. And Amy Shelly, unfortunately for her, this is gonna spell doom for her title fight if they do go a lap down, because then even the wreck would have to happen before 1 to go, so Meanwhile, there you go. Max Newirth back out in front. That one kind of went under the radar. And they're going to catch lap traffic in turn 1. Newirth going high. Baskinger goes back low. As Amy Shelly goes 1 lap down, and her quest for the title is looking very bleak.
Yeah, I jinxed her. That's the Stephen Paul jinx.
Meanwhile, Newirth cannot get around the 22 car. This is interesting.
Well, the 22 didn't have that much damage. It just seemed they just lost the draft. The side damage isn't that terrible.
3 wide for the lead between Max Newirth and Jake Baskinger. And we've once again got a pack for the lead as Nelson and the 2 Shellys go to the middle and a lap down.
Well, the Shellys, as like I mentioned, trying to help each other out. So will they try to help Tom Shelly, who's holding them up, and make Tom Shelly win the owner's title?
Well, that's a very interesting idea, as right now, Eric Enrage is leading the owner's title. The 29 car has gone around the 45. RCR looking for its 3rd owner's title in 4 seasons. And right now, Mary Shelley, the defending owner's champion and series champion, going to get out of the way now with 5 coming to 4 to go. And Eric Enrage is still in this. He's only 2 cars back from the 99 of Levi McIntire. Make that 1 car back. As they caught Jeff James again.
Damn, Jeff James needs to get off the track like Troy King.
Well, they eventually fixed that car. That's the difference. Kris Wascher getting held up still in all of this. Tom Shelley's in this pack as well.
And this is and Amy Shelly's actually at the back of this draft.
Yeah, gonna gain some spots out of it. However meaningless those spots end up being. Kyle Matthews falls in line between the 29 and the 99. 3 laps to go in the season now as Max Newirth leads, and they may catch the 24 Chris Louvier.
Now that would help Washer out if they catch him, but Levi's actually going for the win.
He's trying at least. Well, this is the battle for 3rd though. Enrage needs to get around Matthews or have Matthews try and pass the 99 though. Side by side for the lead. Jake Baskinger wants the top spot from Max Newirth. McIntyre now to 3rd, gets moved up by Kyle Matthews. 2 to go at the stripe.
Levi up on the high side.
Here comes Eric Enrage. Matthews goes for the lead. Enrage to the middle.
What is going on here? Now Enrage is in the prime position. Levi is not.
Kyle Matthews to the lead, and it's Eric Enrage now in the top spot among the chasers. And don't rule out Kris Wascher. Washer's still in this one. Side by side with the 29.99, and the 5 is back in the draft. It's going to come down to the final lap here at Talladega. Washer on the inside. Enrage now in the middle. 4 wide with Eric Enrage.
What are you doing, Axel?
And they're catching Louvier as the white flag is out. 1 lap to go at Talladega.
That 24 is going to block the high side for the 5. I'm calling it.
Here comes Washer.
Washer's got it.
Louvier blocks the inside, now moves up high. They're wrecking Newirth's around and McIntyre's in it.
Oh no. Oh my god. What a fan. Oh, Enrage has got the lead.
Enrage and Washer are clear. Enrage is going to win the owner's title. Washer ahead for the drivers. And Kyle Matthews is free and clear. Through the tri-oval, Kyle Matthews will win at Talladega.
Just like I called it, the 24 held the 29, and the 5 wins the driver's title.
Matthews wins the Earns 499, and Kris Wascher is your Season 4 champion.
With a big assist from Kris Wascher.
Eric Enrage, the 29 team, are the Owners title champions for Season number 4.
I'm sure they're glad about winning the Owners title, but I think they wanted to win the driver's title too.
I think so too, but hey, RCR still gets a home. Now to take a look at that last lap crash. We're not gonna stop recording this either. Just gonna rewind this back and see what happened. Actually, you need to go to helicopter. So 4 wide down the back straightaway, Mason Neal, Tristan Wilhoit, and the contact's going to be made between the 12 and the 99.
Levi was
right up
for
into the 4, nowhere for Newark to go.
That's
Steve Pollock gets turned by the 45.
Who's that spinning down the apron there got dumped?
That's Steve Pollard in the 27 that got turned by the 45.
God damn it, Tom Shelly.
Oh, Henry Powers nearly clipped the 4 of Max Newworth.
But if we go back to see the finish, like I've said, the 24 went to the high side to help Washer win the title.
He kind of did, yeah. What was funny about this, though, is if you look, when they come off the corner, he starts on the low line, too. He actually holds up even Eric Powers here. You can see it. And then just moves up, and it's not even necessarily the fact of blocking. The wreck happened regardless of whether or not 24 moved up. But it definitely, certainly helped that the 24 moved up there. Either way, Kyle Matthews wins the Earns 499, gets 1 win at least on the season before moving over to the 48 car. And Kris Wascher, like I said, your Season 4 Coke Vanilla Cup Series Drivers Champion, and the 29 team, your Season number 4 Owners title champions. So RCR claims their 3rd Owners title in 4 seasons.
And also worth mentioning, Washer started in row 17.
Yeah. Well, Eric Enrage in 10th started on the final row. Dylan Young, who finished 3rd, started shotgun on the field. The 8 car up here finished in 3rd. They started 42nd. So, I mean, it could happen from anywhere. Either way, that wraps up Season number 4. We're on to Daytona next. Sign-up videos this weekend. Literally starting tomorrow from when this gets uploaded. Just like to say
redemption for Matthews.
I'd like to thank everyone for watching throughout the entire season. I'd like to thank Steven for doing the DNQ races, obviously. I hope you guys enjoyed, because I love bringing this content. I really do.
Me too.
It's something I just enjoy doing no matter what. It's something that's relaxing. Subscribe if you haven't, because we've got signups literally tomorrow, starting tomorrow. Steven, your final thoughts.
It was a great race. I jinxed Jesus. I hope to be back in 2007. I do want to commentate the 3-unit race and do the DNQ again, since we both got new computers. And I'm glad to be back in the series full time again. I should have never went online racing. But good championship to Washer.
Yeah, I don't even know if Washer's actually returning, in all honesty. He has yet to claim his reserve for next season. So let's see if even we have a defending champion next season or not in any of the 3 series. So with that, like I said, just one more time, thank you for watching. For Stephen Paul III, I'm Gordon Fenton 1, and I'll see you next time.